What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Spill the Beans podcast.
Woohoo! We made it to Friday. Thursday, Junior. If you listen on Spotify, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And if you want to leave a review, give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Thank you very much.
Dang, babe. What about Spotify?
I don't think you can rate on Spotify. That's why I said.
Yeah, we do.
We do?
The other day I was going on Spotify and it said 4.9.
Oh, I think that you can't leave reviews. I don't know.
But on Apple Podcasts, we're 5.0.
Period, queen. As we should. Babe, I have an announcement to make today.
What?
To you.
To me?
I don't think you've noticed, but okay, guys, just a little brief backstory. Jonathan was gone for 3 days. He was at a bachelor trip in Vegas, and he just got back last night, but I don't think he noticed or even knows, but I stopped breastfeeding.
No, I did. I was like, why is there a pump on the table? Like, when would she ever have the pump if Franco is attached? And 2, no, that's it. That's all. But why? Because
remember when we woke up on Friday and I told you like he did not sleep, I didn't sleep, he was stuck to my boob all night. Well, and then I told you that my nipples were literally sore to that point. And that's when I decided, when you left that day, I was like, I'm done. He
hasn't breastfed?
He hasn't breastfed since Friday.
Shut up. Last night, ¿cómo lo calmaste?
Well, I already went through the rough, babe. I had a really, really, really rough Saturday night. My mom didn't spend the night, so it was just me by myself with him. Yeah. And I did it, guys. I freaking stopped breastfeeding.
And right now, has he asked you?
Just this morning, did you see him when he was like looking at me signing? But that's he used to claw at me and like want to open my boob, but now he just signs it. He kind of not forgot, but he knows. And you know what happened? You know why he's done and why he's fine? Because I didn't go the route where I'm gonna wean him. I'm just gonna say no. I'm not gonna give him. I went the route. I'm gonna make him think it's disgusting.
And what you do?
I put tornachile juice on it.
No way, babe. And he sucked
babe,
it?
Literally the minute that you left on Friday, before my mom got home, he was asking for it. So I was like, hell no, like I'm done. Got up, put some tornachile juice, and as soon as he goes and like tries to suck it, he was like, ugh, and then he started shaking his head no, and he was saying all done, and he grabs my sweater and pulls it over my boobs, babe.
Really?
Yeah. So then all of day of Friday, he kept asking for it, but as soon as I would like undo my bra, I would show him, and he could catch a whiff of the smell, and he started saying no. He would cry, obviously, but it wasn't like, for me, it wasn't like, oh, she doesn't want to give me. It was for him. I was like, what the hell? Why does it taste disgusting? So all Friday night I did that. Friday night was nice because my mom was here, so she was able to comfort him. But then Saturday it was kind of nice. Every time he would ask for it, I would put the juice. He would not want it. And then Saturday night I went through some rough hours with him. He was literally screaming, crying, throwing up. It was sad, but.
Damn, babe. And those lottery machines. Yeah,
and guys, the reason I decided it was the perfect time was because Jonathan hates hearing Franco cry. And as soon as he cries, like, he's like, okay, what can we do to comfort him? And I was like, if he goes through a rough night with me, like, he's gonna be like, babe, just like comfort him, like, just give it to him, because that's how I was the first time.
Well, my first thought is like, why wouldn't you do when I'm here? So like during the day, like he's crying, he can like wrestle with me, pick him up, go outside or something, so you don't have to go through at least the day by yourself.
Yeah. Wait 1 second.
You had to move a little bit because, guys, for those that are probably watching or listening, the past 4 thumbnails have been exactly the same. I'm wearing obviously a different type of black shirt, but I look like basically with a black shirt, same hairdo. And I was like, damn, I really need to either upgrade my wardrobe or just change my fits. So I'm wearing brown pants with a white race shirt.
You want to copy my fit today or what?
Yeah. But anyways, with white, I look slightly chubbier. So I got to adjust myself because I feel like I'm slouching a lot. Anyways, babe, good for you, babe. You're killing it because ya se estaba poniendo grandecito, not gonna lie. And I felt bad for you because he's biting, he's scratching, he's like, who knows, maybe at the store tira un berrinche. And,
Yeah, and no, it was to the point where he was just sucking it. Like, right? He was stuck on me 24/7.
Yeah.
And the big reason I decided was because he wasn't sleeping at night. Like, all night he wanted to be nursing. But not even nursing, because no le salía nada. I was just his chupón.
Yeah, nights were getting rougher for sure.
Yeah, and did you notice how last night when you got home and, like, when we were already laying in bed to go, he just wanted to sleep by me, like, patting him and cuddling him? Yeah, guys.
That's good, guys.
I decided.
Well, we officially don't have a baby.
Yeah. Today's my 4th day not breastfeeding him.
Damn, babe. 5th for when you left and I didn't breastfeed him.
Oh, yeah. No, but yeah.
Yeah, but you got him after. No,
yeah,
but
after that, after I came home from my trip, he sucked me dry, literally.
that's good because, I mean, it's sad. Honestly, guys, I don't know how parents can, like, I got this comment the other day when I was taking care of, if you don't follow me on Instagram, what are you guys doing, guys? I feel like every Spill the Beans podcast listener does follow me on Instagram because the followers are very similar.
They're literally the same.
Literally, well, yeah, almost the same. But anyways, Wednesday. I was Wednesday a full-time single dad by myself all day for 24 hours, Wednesday morning to Thursday morning, and se me olvidó lo que iba a decir.
Oh, someone messaged you on Instagram.
Oh, someone messaged me on Instagram saying that. I told them that I had a rough night because Franco missed Blanca, and then they're like, haha, that's not like making fun of me, but like saying that that's the consequences of co-sleeping, you know, like not putting your baby in a crib that's a little. And then in my head, I never responded to the lady because that's when you got here and we started eating breakfast and stuff. But I was like, dude, I would never, I don't care how hard it got at some points, it got in or it could get. Luckily Franco's a good baby. I would do it all over again for every single child, guys, because like I don't get how parents, like, if you do this, fine with you. You know, a lot of people have different schedules, different things, or necessarily are bad sleepers. Maybe you're scared of like a train could run over you and you won't wake up and you're scared you might, do something to your child, which is okay. You know, everyone's different. But for me, like if you do it out of your choice, I'm like, oh my God, like, how could you put your little baby like desde chiquito in the crib and then you sleep in a different room or something? It's like time flies by so quickly. When are you ever going to get those months or there's years? Let's say you co-sleep with them till they're like 2 or whatever. Like you're never going to get that back ever in your life. They're going to grow up so quickly. They're going to say they hate you because you didn't buy them chicken nuggets. They're going to choose their girlfriends over you in a few years. They're going to choose their friends, choose, their aunts or stuff like over you. So it's like, just like, why wouldn't you want to enjoy your baby as a baby next to you full time, you know?
Yeah.
And it's sad because ladies, I get you. I know sometimes it's not even your choice. You guys have those like, I don't want to be rude, but you do have those like nasty husbands that are like, come on, like put him in the crib. Like we need us time. We need, more intimacy and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, all that can come back. All that like, sex every night, that will come back when Franco's, older. Like Blanca and I will always have our moments, our trips. We can do all that stuff later. But like all I want to do is just have my baby. And when he like wakes up and wants to crawl in between us when we're like spooning and he literally wants to force himself in between us, I'm like, this is the best. Like I would never take that back for anything or like put them in a crib. So
yeah. And I think it's a little different when you don't know if he's the only one, like if he's going to be the only baby, because we're still in the in-between. We do want more kids. We don't want more kids. He might be an only child. So we will really never get these years back, never. And we do not mind co-sleeping with him, but I think we are definitely nearing the time when we'll put him in a crib, probably when he's like 2. But I don't know. It's kind of scary for me because, well, it's funny because the other day, I remember one time I did put him in the crib and he slept for like, I think 5 continuous hours. And Jonathan was like, okay, dude, one thing is like putting him in his crib in our room, but you dead ass put him in a crib in his room, which is like down the hallway from us. So he's like, I get it. But as soon as he woke up like at 4 a.m., Jonathan's like, just bring him in bed. Like, what are you doing? It
felt so weird, guys. I was like, no, hell no. Imagine he likes that and he grows into it really quick and adapts. I'm like, I'm not going to see my baby and picking him up in a different room. Like I said, different things don't work for different people, right? Like people that have to work early in the morning or work during the night or whatever,
Yeah.
Good. Kudos for you. But if you just do it because either whatever reason, I'm like, fuck, like, hopefully you don't regret it,
Yeah, and I think also a big reason for us was to sleep. I did not sleep for the first, 1 month of his life because I was trying so hard to get him to sleep in his bassinet. As soon as we started co-sleeping, but we were living our best life sleeping. And it's nice, I know that there's a lot of safe ways that you can co-sleep, which we did practice all of them as soon as he was born or like when he was 2 months. And now we still practice them, but he's a little bit older. But yeah, guys,
I think there's a lot of circumstances too, guys. Like I don't want to sound like an asshole or anything like that, but like, let's say Blanca and I get older, right? We're 25 right now. We reach our 30s, and there's like a 5-year gap, like we're planning to do with Franco, and we decide to have another child. Knowing me, I'm a pretty heavy sleeper. Not, I'm like in the middle, you would say. I'm not like also like a train over my head, but I'm also not like you can move around the bed and I won't wake up. But let's say I know my limits. Let's say I reach 30, and the way my body's going, guys, who knows? I feel like I'm aging super quickly in terms of physical. So let's say I know myself at 30, I'm gonna become a much heavy sleeper. Then we might have to practice either better co-sleeping or just crib, because that's something you can't risk. Like imagine 30, or I'm 32, I'm 33, 35, whatever the case may be, and I really can't wake up. Then that would be the scariest thing, guys, ever.
Yeah, I think it is all circumstantial, but for now we're living our best life co-sleeping, and I'm living my best life not breastfeeding. Honestly, I feel like I finally have my body back. And if you guys want to know a little bit more detail, I did like attempt to stop breastfeeding, and then I got really depressed, but I have that all on my vlog channel because I did like vlog this entire weekend and the process of stopping, so you can go check that out there.
Because that was a long intro, but it wasn't necessarily an intro. I think it was like a little update, because we need to be doing those so you guys know what kind of mental space we're in. I wish I could check up on every single one of your guys' mental states, and that's why we really appreciate people that respond back to either the advice we gave or that went through a similar situation, because then they're like we got an update here right now, so Ooh. I'm glad for that one. Keep bringing them in, guys, and by the title of this video, guys, you know we're going to talk about, because I feel like we're in wedding season, babe.
Literally everybody is getting married.
We're in wedding season, and I totally forgot. There's literally vlogs out there, I believe, where we're like, we're what's it called? Marriage prepping, right?
Yeah.
We're like looking at salones, and we're calling catering and events like salones with the food and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, at one point that was us. And I totally forgot about that because COVID hit like a rock, right?
Yeah, we were supposed to get married the year that COVID hit. That was when we were like really getting into it. And it's so like, it's crazy to think about, because I feel like when we think about it, we're like, oh yeah, COVID happened, whatever. But now I'm like, oh shit, COVID happened and it ruined so many people's plans. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people got divorced, a lot of people, you know? So a lot of people broke up. So yeah, I can't believe that we just, we never went back to like, oh, we were going to get married, you know?
Well, COVID happened, and then obviously COVID was a little bit of a 2 years, right? Like, whatever, for salones at least, or events. And then, well, Franco happened. Yeah. And then obviously right now we're finally at this stage where we're like, you know what, let's start talking about it, you know? Yeah. But everything happens for a reason, guys, because I think when COVID hit, it was like March. And that's when we started like planning, right? Or something like that.
I think it was like the month before COVID hit.
Yeah, but initially the plan was for our wedding, it was going to end up being, if I remember correctly from the salon we really wanted in Greeley, it was going to be like a winter wedding, correct?
Yeah.
And now I freaking, like I said, everything happens for a reason, because personally for me, there's no way I'm having a winter wedding.
No.
Like summer would be the perfect.
Yeah, and I think we were definitely rushing into things, because now we know, like you always said you wanted an outdoor wedding, and then the venue that we were looking at, I think you had to be out, not even end. You had to be out of the venue by midnight, which I'm like, girl, I'm trying to party till 5 a.m.
And it was like unnecessarily big, guys. Like, it would have looked, I've been to parties where they rent like big ass like warehouses and stuff, and the party's like in the middle, and you just see like that.
The empty warehouse.
Yeah, and it's like, fuck, like it was way too big, you know?
Yeah, so, and then now I think it's good also that we have already experienced a couple weddings. We've experienced an intimate wedding. We've experienced a pretty big wedding. Jonathan experienced the wedding of the year. We have Laura and Victor's wedding coming up. And then we have our Jonathan's best friend's wedding coming up. So it's like we are experiencing traditional, intimate, no kid weddings. And I think after this year, we're going to know exactly what we want, don't you think?
Yeah, and then we're going to probably have, obviously, Lily and Mando's wedding.
Yeah.
I think that one, are they talking about destinational?
No, they're not talking destination, but they're talking about like next year soon, you know, like it's coming.
I thought they were talking for sure in the U.S.
Yeah, for sure in the U.S., for sure, not destination.
But not Florida, maybe. That's what they were saying.
Oh.
So I don't know. That's another one we get to experience, and who knows who else throws a wedding in there. But we experienced our compadres. I don't know if you said that when you were pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did?
yeah. Well, that was the big wedding I was talking about because it was like the intimate Stacy and
Oh, yeah.
Denny's, and then we experienced our compadres, which was kind of a bigger wedding because it was really beautiful.
Can I say
and
which one was my
fancy.
favorite?
Which one?
Just kidding. I can't say that. No, I think every wedding has. Okay, I'm gonna give a breakdown.
Favorite moments.
Favorite moments. Okay, Luis and me. I love the tradition. I love the tradition that they kept. El baile no, el baile sorpresa. El de la tanda, la viborita, el pastel, all that.
For
like,
me,
tradition.
their wedding, I think it was the first wedding we ever went to. No,
Yeah,
but it was
as adults.
the reason it's so engraved in my head is because you could just see the happiness. Like I remember watching Luis the entire guys. I do not think that our compadre didn't smile for 1 second.
I'm sure his mouth was sore the next
He
morning.
was smiling ear to ear the entire night, saying hi to everyone. Like they were so happy. So that's like what's engraved in my head, seeing how freaking happy they were, and like they just radiate happiness. Their wedding was so happy, it was such a vibe. For me, not really, because Franco was literally kicking my freaking ribs, but
Yeah, we couldn't dance.
yeah, that was my favorite moment.
And then, okay, so tradition for that wedding. Absolutely love that. It honestly changed my mind. This wedding changed my mind overall. The intimate and small wedding of Stacy and Denny was perfect. I used to be on the bigger the better type of wedding. Oh my God, like, big. Like I want everyone to come. As soon as we went to that wedding, guys, it changed my mind. All I remember is the little yellow bulbs over the dance floor at night with the stars. I'm picturing stars. Obviously in LA, you guys do not have stars because of pollution, but I'm picturing it like that, and just close friends, and like the DJs playing music that like gets you in the groove, you know? And it's just the best.
It was so beautiful.
In a garden.
Yeah,
the
was
house
so
was like
beautiful.
an old school, like Spanish house kind of. I loved it. That was perfect for me.
Yeah, I think you could see how much love was in that wedding because it was their truest, like closest people that they love. Everybody there. It's not like your random tia came from freaking,
And I'm sorry to be that guy, guys, because I know a lot of people, family's big in Mexican culture, but I don't come from a big family because I only spent my family from my mom's side. My parents, my dad's side, I don't really know them. It's a big family, and for that reason, I don't know them. I have cousins that I don't even know their names. With my mom, I know, like I've held every baby in our family, and I don't know. I guess I get bashed a lot when I say I don't want a big wedding and stuff, but I just want intimacy. Like you say, I don't want la tía que la veo. It's gonna sound fucked up. I no quiero ver like a mis tías that I see them once a year.
Yeah.
Like, or mis primas that I've never seen since I was 8.
Yeah.
I want people like intimate.
Yeah. But you know what? We also experienced a COVID wedding though. That one was crazy. Yeah. Like that was in the midst of holy shit, where the world is shutting down, we're gonna die. But yeah, we experienced Gabby and Gabe's COVID wedding, which was crazy because I think that is truly the first wedding we ever went to.
Oh yeah.
Because Luis and Noemi's was the first normal, I guess, wedding we went to, but Gabby and Gabe's was like masks. The freaking chairs were 6 feet apart at the ceremony.
We couldn't dance together.
We couldn't dance. We could, but we had to have our mask on the entire time. Yeah, for everything. Like you had to have your mask. You had like your designated table that you had to be at. But
shout out to that night, because even with all that one, okay, next thing for a wedding, that one was the best. I feel like, but no, todos tuvieron buen ambiente. But like I digo ambiente for what the circumstance was.
Yeah.
Do you remember like me spinning Gabby with her dress on the floor?
Yeah, it was
and like
so
stuff
fun.
like that. We made the best out of it.
Yeah, that was like the highlight in a dark storm, because it was crazy. We couldn't even believe that we were traveling to this wedding, and then the mask situation. Imagine sweating at a wedding already because you're dancing plus a mask the entire night,
or trying to talk to people.
Yeah, so that one was crazy. The only time you could take your mask off was at your designated table. If you were even just standing from the table, you had to put your mask on, which was freaking crazy.
And they had people there enforcing it.
Yeah, they were literally telling you, So that was the first wedding, but the craziest wedding in the sense that it was at a crazy time. And then Luis and Noemi's, and then Stacy's was super intimate and beautiful. You could feel the love. And then after that, what was that?
Pero noche.
Yeah, I think it was Pero Noche. Was it?
Yeah, and then obviously you guys know Pero I believe the video comes out today, right?
Yeah.
The official.
Holy shit!
I
You
thought
guys
it was
probably
really
already
interesting.
screamed, cried, and threw up.
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch that.
Too.
Hopefully, I make a feature in there. Oh
Me
yeah.
too. Hopefully, I'm
Yeah.
featured in there. I saw them filming me, pero pues si no salgo ya. It's because I had to put
It's not
stickers
Pero
on me.
It's Adrian's.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on.
That was the videographer, guys.
Let me find out. But I don't like. I feel like we don't have nothing to say for Pero
obviously
Noche's
that
wedding.
just tied
Like,
everything
that
together.
shit's
It was
fucking-
so big, but because it was destination, it was intimate.
Yeah.
Even though it was 200 people.
And it was breathtakingly beautiful. I don't know. Because you know how a lot of girls grow up and they're like dreaming of getting married.
Oh.
If I had a dream wedding, I would honestly say that it would be Pero Noches.
Yeah. And I feel like I personally don't like weddings because of the chaos.
Yeah.
Like growing up as a little kid, I would see my mom, when my mom got married, her stressing, peinándola, my dad, you know, and then as a little kid, vente a la boda, and you literally go into the church with, manejaste con tu tía because you couldn't fit in your parents' truck and stuff like that, porque llevan el caldo, and or el menú, you know what I mean? Like the soups, and it's like, when Pero Noche invested the money that they did to make it flow so easily, like when I tell you guys, every table had their bartender essentially and their waiter.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time my cup was half full, it was filled up. Do I need more tequila? My food, is everything okay? Do you like the steak or do you prefer the fish option? Like, it just made me feel like I was at a vacational wedding, not like a stressful, like, all right, guys, how are we going to figure it out to get to the place? No, Pero Noche had shuttles for we ended up driving because Mando got a Tahoe. He rented it. But for those that didn't get a car, everyone had a shuttle that you could get on and it would take you.
Yep.
Like you didn't have to think. You just had to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the best part.
I also believe that for weddings, you can tell when something goes wrong. Like, se ven enojados los novios. And I feel like Pero Noche not only invested so much money in, like, for it to flow correctly, they invested so much money and time and like planning so that they wouldn't get stressed. Because Adriana literally said, what time was the church at? 4:30? Or what time was
4.
it? At 4. So she said that it was at 4 because she didn't want to wake up at the ass crack of dawn to get her makeup done to be at church by 12, right? And then also she was ready by, I feel like, a couple hours before so that they could do TikToks, they could do the first look. Like everything was so
She
planned
told
out
all
perfectly.
the guests that the church was at 3:30.
Yeah.
And we were all there at 3:30. Boom, we had to wait an hour outside the church. And then if George gets there, he's like, ya at 4, les dijimos para que estuvieran aquí a tiempo because you know how Mexicans are, you know? Even little details like that, like having, because yes, sure enough, some people were getting there at 3:40, 3:50. Like in my head, I'm like, what if the church was at 3:30, you know? Like,
Ya se casaron by the time you get there. Yeah, I think they just planned it out perfectly, honestly. And you could tell how much love went into that wedding too, because it was beautiful. And I don't know, I feel like we're still, like, it happened a month ago and we're still talking about it. But yeah, I think that was definitely a beautiful, over the top, speechless wedding. And then we have Laura and Victor's wedding coming up.
I'm super excited
I'm
for that
so
one.
excited for that one. And then also, oh yeah, say it. That's what I was gonna say.
What?
Oh, were you gonna say what I was?
I was just gonna say because Laura's crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Like Laura is, I think I compare a lot of girls, like the women version of me. But can I say this? That
what?
we both blacked out at my baby shower. Like we're the only two people that blacked out at my baby. I think I can say that because we didn't post her. Like there's no like bad footage. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I think So,
exclusive.
sorry, Laura.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
No one send this
I
to
think it's
Laura,
okay.
please.
Whatever. I don't think it's bad. If I said she got blacked out and started fighting people, then, no, in a fun way.
She's a freaking vibe, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's a vibe.
If Laura's at your party, you're getting fucked up. No questions
And you're having
asked.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Laura and I were the only ones that blacked out at our baby shower. And the fact that they came from Cali for a baby shower and to surprise us, it meant the world, guys. I almost cried when I saw them.
I cried.
And
like
a lot of people think it's like,
wussy.
oh, it's because they're so big. Like, I don't care if they have what the amount of followers they do, or if they had not even a tenth of it. It's the fact that they came from so far.
Yeah, and I remember Laura had told me that they had an event that weekend.
With a busy schedule,
With
is what
a
I'm trying to say.
busy-ass
Because all our friends
schedule.
came from far.
Yeah.
And with 2 kids, like it's not when you become a parent, you see things differently. You see like when people make the effort to come out of state, especially to Colorado, guys. Like that's why we really appreciate our friends when they come to Colorado, because no hay nada aquí in terms of, like you go to LA, we're busy because of events and stuff and other influencers. You come to LA, Colorado, you're just coming for Jonathan and Blanca.
Yeah.
Like there's no other thing. It's not like, Colorado has this really cool mall that everyone talks about. Colorado has, like, unless you're not snowboarding or visiting us, you're just here for us,
And our friends have never been to whatever that we invite them to. They've never been like, oh, we can't make it. No, our friends always freaking come, which is crazy. But to see just people make time out of their life to come to freaking Colorado, where they know that they're not gonna get very much except quality time with us, is amazing. So for our baby shower, we were so blessed, honestly, for all of our friends to come. But the reason we highlight Laura and Victor is because they weren't supposed to come. They surprised us because they were like extra busy, and so they surprised us. They were a good ass time. Laura's a good time, and everywhere that we see Laura, we're like drinking, taking shots. There's no way. You're not running away. You will try to run away, but she's gonna get your ass and get you to take shots. And I remember when she invited me, I was like, you know what, Laura? I'm not gonna say no to you. It's your wedding day. I'm not gonna say no. She's like, girl. She's like, ya dijiste. So good luck to me. So we're excited for that. Also because Jonathan did mention this, I think, a previous podcast, but they're all black attire, which is
that's
so nice.
Yeah, you don't have to think about it. I went to a charter school, guys, so I wear a uniform every day. Best thing ever. You don't decide. You don't compare your clothes to other kids. You know, what am I gonna wear today? Because my crush is like in my 5th period or whatever. Like, no, like she's wearing a red polo, I'm wearing a blue polo. You know what I mean? So, like the fact that they make it easy, just wear black.
Yep. We're going to wear all black attire. So we have that. And then we have a super special wedding coming up in July, which is Jonathan's best friend since when? Preschool.
He has that picture, but it's at his parents' house. I always ask him for it. He's like, dude, I always go over to my parents' house and I always forget to take a picture of it. But hopefully I can get it. Probably not. But it's us like in front of the slide with all like our whole class, please.
Yeah.
And we're both in it. Since preschool, guys, it does help that we're from the same ranchito like our parents are. So that's why we've stayed in touch so long. We've worked together. Our first official job at Buffalo Wild Wings we had together. Then we worked landscaping together. And then we were obviously in the same high school, same varsity team. We were only 3 freshmen that year made varsity, me, him, and our friend Ulises. I've been friends with him also since I was little. And so, yeah, super special wedding. Means a lot to us.
Yeah, especially because we've seen the relationship blossom. Like it's beautiful. So we get to be a part of their wedding. So it's our first time being dama y chambelán. Is that what they call them in Spanish?
I think so.
Groomsman and bridesmaid. We're so excited for that. I'm kind of nervous though because it's just nerve-wracking to be in a wedding, don't you think?
Oh, to be in a wedding?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, babe, I feel like when we didn't talk about when our wedding is.
Oh, I know, but I was just saying like all the weddings that we've been to.
Well, it's my fault. I was like, let's recap all the weddings.
Yeah, literally.
But I think now that Franco, essentially you can't plan. 2023 is out the window. 2024.
Absolutely. I think 2024
is out the window.
Why out the window, you little cracky?
Summer, because it would have to be summer. So essentially we have a year to plan. Is that too cutting it?
A year?
Yeah, because summer to summer. A year. We're already in summer technically.
Oh, 22. Oh, wait, what? Why did I think we're still in 2022?
Oh.
No, yeah, so 2024 is out of the picture.
Yeah.
So I think 2025. Damn, my boy.
Yeah, because you keep the math simple because our 25-year-old wedding would be 2050.
Oh, period.
2075.
2025.
And then 3,000 if we make it to 3,000. The year 3,000.
We won't.
Oh, no. It wouldn't be 3,000. It would be 2,100.
We're literally not making it to year 3,000.
Why? No, 2,100.
Yeah.
Yeah, not 3,000.
No, we're not going to even see that. Yeah, I think 2025 will be the year that we get married.
In the summer.
Franco will be walking. He's going to be a whole ass freaking little kid. And I don't like to talk anymore because literally everything I say doesn't never come true. Everything like the opposite comes true. But in our plans, we don't plan to have a baby before that. But
yeah.
Uno pone Dios dispone, girl. At this point, we're true testigos of that.
We're also gonna spill the tea here, guys. I'm genuinely 85% sure I'm gonna get a vasectomy here soon.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. I've honestly, here I go sounding like a simp again, but because I'm a
Babe,
guy's girl.
Yeah.
But I don't think birth control.
A girl's guy.
A girl's guy. Girl. What did I say?
A guy's girl.
Oh, hell no. No, I think birth control, I've personally seen firsthand experience the effects of birth control on, my wife. So I do not like that. I think that's so shitty. Imagine having to take something that affects like your acne, your mood, your hormonal balance in terms of losing weight or building muscle. I was like, that's so bad when I can just go snip.
Yeah,
and reverse it if I have to, like that Michael Scott scene. Reverse my vasectomy 6 times. No, but yeah, I might do that. Not saying I might do it to never have kids. I might just do it so in the form of birth control. Is it the smartest form of birth control? No, but I think I'd rather do that than have to put you through something.
Or then
like
have to wrap it up, or what?
Or have to wrap it up. I'm that much of a freaking primate that I do not want to freaking wrap my willy, but it just sucks.
And like our birth control option right now so far, like the natural family planning, it's been working, but I don't want to get to the point where we're like, oh shit, like we fucked up. Oh yeah, where's the wood at, girl? So yeah, I think definitely gonna do a little reversible vasectomy here soon. And just because I think that we've heard a lot of good stories about it, right?
Yeah,
like
we have a lot of friends that are snipped, and all their stories have made me. There's not one story that's like, oh fuck, babe. Yeah. No, Valentin. Is that a private thing to share?
No, she shared it on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends that have been snipped.
Even family.
Oh yeah, family. I just discovered someone in my family that got snipped, and
he was like easy. 5 minutes in, no time off. Like he was fine. So. Yeah, guys, I think we're going to do that. I'm so excited because...
And don't talk me out of it.
Yeah, and I think I'm excited because I'm tired of freaking having to plan my whole entire life over my cycle.
Yeah, so 2025, be expecting our wedding, guys. Honestly, we know, Blanca and I don't know why. Maybe we were party planners in a different life. I feel like, babe, genuinely, we can say we throw the best. Not the best. I'm saying we throw really good parties.
You think so?
Whether it
We've only thrown one, boy.
No, we haven't, babe. Maybe party's an exaggeration. I mean, like get-togethers.
Oh yeah.
Our Halloween party was the most lit in Colorado. I would say
people still talk about it too.
People still talk about it because you make memes. You make memes. Me throwing up all over the living room and the garage. Apparently, I don't remember that.
Dude,
Blanca
can you talk about that?
Blanca showered me with cold water.
Do we have a podcast already? Why didn't we talk about that? Did we talk about it?
Me squealing like a little pig when she was washing me with cold water.
I still have the videos to this day.
And then Pero Noche came. It was the first time Pero Noche met Adrian, Gabby and all them. And then Gabby met Lulu, right?
Yeah, so it was crazy, guys. This was a time, literally we crossed over all of our friends. Isn't that crazy?
And then Lily and Mando were about to come as well, but they had a family emergency or else they would have met them there as well. That's
crazy, guys. Our Halloween party was the party that all of our friends met. And
what's cool is that we planned it at Lulu's. We remember we were at Lulu's house and we're like, if we throw a Halloween party, would you guys come?
It was at the compadre's surprise party.
Oh, yeah. And literally like 2 weeks later, they're in Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super cool.
We were there. Yeah. And so we were there. That was the first time that we met Para Noche, no?
Yeah.
And we were just talking there because we always recalentado vibes the next day. We're talking and we're like, guys, if we threw Halloween party, would you guys be down to come? And they'd be like, yeah. I'm like, wait, that's this weekend though. They're like, hell yeah, like let's go. I remember we let that day that we were leaving, coming home to Colorado, Adriana, Jorge, and los compadres bought their plane tickets. Yeah. And then what was
Gabby,
it?
Genesis, and Yadira and Galilea. Yeah, they all came driving.
Yeah, they drove here for the day. Literally just came to the party and left.
Yeah. Vibes.
It was
that was
vibe.
One of the best Halloween parties ever. Our baby shower, ni se diga.
It was so fun.
We still get comments about that baby shower. Mando was like, I hated baby showers until I went to yours.
Yeah, and I will always have this engraved in my head. We were getting ready, and I was like, you guys are getting drunk tonight, right? And then Lily's like, wait, what? Like, I thought this is like a baby shower. You didn't want us to drink. I'm like, girl, BFFR. Bro. If I wasn't pregnant, I'd be getting drunk as fuck right now. So yeah, she's like, like her whole mood changed. She's like, oh shit, like I didn't know it was like that type, you know? So I feel like everybody came with the intention, like, you know, a chill party vibes, whatever. And then Jonathan's like, This
I'm
is my
blacking
last
out.
peda, my boy. Like, I'm blacking out.
I don't know what baby showers you guys have been to, but I'm blacking out.
So yeah, it was so much fun. We really loved that. It was
And then like the
vibe.
cabin in the winter that we just did.
The cabin was
the
a
fact
vibe
that we
too.
got every influencer, I was gonna say every best influencer, even though we have other friends now. It's because we built friends so much that like I was like, oh shit, I should have invited you, but I was like, I didn't know you yet, you know? But anyways, all our influence friends at the time, they came to Colorado for the winter cabin and we got lit. And like, that's another vibe that we threw, you know?
Yeah.
That I made that happen. Like, oh, World Cup, everyone coming over. I woke up at halftime during the game because we went to sleep at 5.
Yeah.
You know, so I think we're pretty good party throwers, babe. And so this wedding, what do you think that it's gonna be? It's like expect nothing less than the wedding of the year because no one's getting married in 2025.
Hopefully.
I told Mando, I was like, I'm gonna get married in 2032, so it has to be the wedding of the year.
Yeah, that's freaking crazy. To be honest, I don't like. I like being like throwing parties the moment that it's happening, like the day of the party, but planning it, oh my god. So for sure getting a party planner.
Yeah,
for
Blanca
my wedding.
doesn't even like to plan like fight nights here at the
I don't
house.
like to plan nothing. Like I like to host, but I don't like to plan.
You don't like to host?
I don't love to host, but I'd like to have people over sometimes.
When the house is clean.
When the house is clean.
Guys,
it's because listen, that's
why. If I don't sweep my guest room upstairs, we can't have guests. Porque se van a meter arriba a esculcar. Okay.
They're gonna be like, girl, what's
if the living room and the kitchen is clean, why can't we have guests, babe?
So
the whole house has to be clean in order for people to come over.
I know. I don't know why I'm like
Literally, she'll bring her mom to clean the toilets upstairs. Like, why? I mean, not like you bring your mom, like your mom helps you clean the house. Like, but like, why do you have to clean every single corner of the house for guests to come over?
No, not for guests to come over. Like, I like to have a clean house, period.
No, babe. I'll be like, babe, I just talked to the boys. Like, Canelo fight over. Do you not see the mess? Do you not see that the freaking my mirror upstairs isn't clean?
I don't know. I just like to have a clean house. And it's so
funny. What were people going to come? Why didn't we clean the house? Oh, my grandpa was coming over. And I was like, okay, my grandpa's coming over, which he's an old school male, so he's not going to care about cleanliness, right? Or stuff like that, right? Let's assume. But, okay, so what I was thinking, okay, let's clean the guest room, the bathroom inside the guest room, and then the downstairs, you know? Nope. Her mom and Blanca go straight to each other, Franco's room, and then you go to your room, and then you start wiping the mirrors and Clorox on the toilets. I'm like, I made a joke. I was like, is my grandpa staying in Franco's room or what?
Babe, that's because this is where your dumb manly side comes on. Like, I'm like, be freaking for real. Maybe you were raised to, just clean what the guest is gonna see.
Yeah.
That's so dumb. For me and my mom, it's like, if we're already gonna clean one bathroom, might as well get everything done.
First of all,
and clean.
Don't roast my mom like that. I was not raised to think like that. My mom would also make me clean my room in the basement when people were just gonna be upstairs. Like, that does not make sense. So that's why it's like a girl thing.
Yeah, because guys are dumb, basically. But for me, it's like that. If we're already going to get all the cleaning supplies out and upstairs, might as well clean the entire house. Like, why wouldn't we just clean the house entirely?
But you and I are on like a tight schedule. And we're working 24/7. So it's like...
No, I remember that time
let's leave our toilet to later, you know?
No, we took time off that time. Like, we weren't doing anything when we were cleaning. But anyways, why did we go on? Oh yeah, that's why. Because for me, it's like the cleaning before is already stressful if it's not already in my scheduled plans. But the cleaning after, también, it's stressful. You know, like I hate cleaning after.
I like cleaning after parties.
Well, but babe, your type of cleaning and my cleaning are different.
Yours is putting the cans in the bag.
Yours is getting a trash bag out and putting cans in the trash bag, and then I'm done. Mine is like scrubbing the floors because I know Franco. Well, before he was walking and he was crawling, I was like, I had to scrub the floors because Franco was crawling everywhere. So for me, it was much easier to not have people over for get-togethers like that because it was just a lot more. I had to clean and disinfect. And now I'm like, he literally puts the freaking rocks in his mouth. I'm like, whatever, you know. But just first time parent.
But anyways, our wedding,
Our wedding 2025.
This is what I want, guys. Hopefully, because it's in the summer, it might, like, the weather is unpredictable. But if you guys have seen Beauty Bird's videos, I think she posted a very detailed video. And also the venue went viral on TikTok. It was like an outdoor event for her bautismo in 3 years. And it was perfect. Exactly what I want. Basically like a concrete pad or like a wooden pad if that's
Like a
possible.
dance floor?
Like a dance floor. Huge. And then imagine postes on every corner because it's a square. And then between those postes, the little aesthetic yellow bulbs. And then around the square... the tables with lit up candles, no artificial light. So it's gonna be like a lit up yellow wedding. That's what I want.
Yellow,
like the lights to be
yeah.
Obviously, you got the big bright lights like she had like at the bathroom in the back or by the tacos.
Yeah,
that's cool. But like in the center, it looks so beautiful like that. Imagine being so cool that you threw a freaking what would be my wedding as your bautismo. Literally had banda machos bautismo.
Dude, imagine they're 15.
Oh my god.
Nah, grupo firme. The Beauty Bird's 15 quinceañeras.
Not Edwin grinding at the floor when he's 15. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, guys, we're for sure gonna be an outdoor wedding. I don't even know, like, a lot of people have asked me, oh, what kind of dress? I'm like, I'll get to it when I get to it. You know, like when we're planning, I think the style changes so much. Like when I saw Adriana's wedding dress, I can honestly say that I have never in my life ever seen a wedding dress like that. Ever.
Yeah, that's another thing, the changing in styles. Because me personally, I was like, oh, Jorge is the rancho. Oh, mariachi style wedding for sure. ¿Cómo se dice? Charro. I was like, yeah, there's no way Jorge's not wearing boots or like a sombrero and llega en un caballo, you know? I was like, that's probably going to be... And then when they said, no, they're going like the elegant dress shoes and tuxedo vibes, I was like, okay, let's see how this goes. Perfect.
Yeah.
I think when you do the charro, you're trying to force it too much maybe sometimes. And there's obviously like a lot of things that go into that. And I was like, now I'm like, fuck, like dress shoes and a tuxedo and calling it good kind of seems like the vibe, no? Like, but...
Yeah, so I had never seen a dress like Adriana's before. When she told me about her wedding dress, I only pictured the common dress, the most common dress. And when I saw hers, I was like, where do you even find these beautiful dresses? So when we start planning, that's when I'm gonna be like, okay, what kind of style is out there? What's the vibe now, you know? But for now, I don't have a choice. We don't even know the colors, nothing. Like I think we'll wait till we start planning to get all of that situated. But for now, we do think 2025 summer.
Babe, you know what I've always wanted to? And if we make our other wedding, if the budget is good, what a coincidence that I was talking to my barber about weddings, and I was like, you know what, bro? I've always like fall also doesn't seem like a bad idea because of the leaves here in Colorado at least, and it's not too cold yet. I was like a Halloween wedding.
Babe, please be freaking for real.
Well, as a second wedding. Like
to renew our 10-year vows or what?
So basically, how lit would it be, babe, that okay, so picture a normal wedding. I'm not gonna take that from you. Don't say like this is gonna be our only wedding. We throw a second wedding maybe like the day after
La tornaboda,
but you wear a black dress and we make it Halloween with spider webs and los adornos son negros and stuff, and all our guests, they come like dressed nice, but it's a nice costume. And then you got the fruit punch with the foam.
That would actually be badass for the
and
tornaboda.
Like for the pictures, like everyone has like professional makeup done. Like we provide it, and it's like, you know how Pero Noche drew dressed for like Halloween, our party.
Yeah,
how it was like a costume, but they look really good.
Yeah,
and it would be like that. Like if you want to be like a pumpkin, it's like you wear like an orange pumpkin, like a sexy pumpkin. Yeah. That would be so freaking cool.
That is a good idea, actually, babe.
Imagine the pictures and the memories from that.
Yeah.
It obviously wouldn't be... We're huge Halloween fanatics, but I don't think I'm like just my one wedding in my life to be that.
Absolutely not. No. But the tornaboda, that sounds like a badass plan.
Even in the summer, fuck it. Like we bring Halloween to summer.
Yeah, just because it's our favorite not our favorite holiday, but
and
like
we would do it like at a freaking train station, or like he was telling me there's this venue that he had his wedding at. It's in downtown Denver, and it's like metro themed. Like it's like if you were waiting for the subway.
Oh damn!
It's a venue though. So that would be so freaking cool.
That's a vibe. That's a good ass idea, babe. I think we can
see. And what kind of face does she make at the beginning, guys?
Well, it's like when
recut that, screenshot that face.
Do you remember when we were planning the baby shower and you're like, a Halloween themed baby shower? Casi se desmaya tu ma. Like,
Yeah.
imagine that. That's
Well,
what
obviously, it would be a second one, so
Yeah.
they don't have to come. Like, people that don't like that don't have to
Yeah.
come. But I know all our friends would. A lot of, that one for sure I would invite as many subscribers as
Period.
we like safely can.
Yeah. That's a good as idea, actually.
And then
Look
we
out
play
for our torna
we
boda.
play games and like you win prizes and like I would like even get like an exotic animal to like pet something
Yeah,
crazy.
my boy, where's the budget? What kind of budget you thinking about? This isn't Vibe & Co. is like
No, but
the
this
number
is
one
with
brand.
like, obviously making the first wedding reasonable. Because
Yeah.
if we're going
because
intimate,
also we're not like going fucking huge for our wedding.
no,
like
we're
we
doing
know.
intimate fancy.
Yeah. Intimate, elegant, fancy vibes. And then the torna boda, you can get ratchet as fuck.
Yeah. Now you can get ratchet at the main wedding.
Oh, okay.
Like in terms of drinking, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, us.
Oh, us no.
Yeah.
'Cause I want to
we
remember.
can get ratchet at the torna boda though.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, ratchet vibes. Should that be the next sweatshirt?
Ratchet vibe? Hey, who would wear that, babe? Hell no.
I'm gonna make that for the torna boda to hand out ratchet vibes.
Remember when that was a popping word, ratchet? Who even makes these words up? Like, oh yeah, she's so ratchet, bro. Like, that's such a funny word. It sounds like a tool.
Oh, we gotta go. It's noon. We are headed out, guys. So thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Let us know what you think about our crazy ideas for our wedding, and let us know
How your wedding went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just remember that TikTok's like, because and then he runs away. That's literally
No,
me.
let us know what, not that necessarily went wrong, but be like, hey guys, huge tip I would have liked to know
Oh, yeah,
for an outdoor
for
wedding.
sure.
Oh, like right now coming to my head, summer, mosquitoes.
Oh yeah.
What are we going to do with that?
Mosquito repellent. Aren't there like big ass things that you can put around, like lights where it?
Okay, how would we make that fit into the aesthetic though?
Oh yeah.
You want, I'm just telling you, I want yellow bulbs and then these big bright neon things just for the mosquitoes.
That's
So like,
true.
like things like that, guys. Like, oh, my wedding, this, but I would have changed. The
This.
toilets were right next to where the
Asco.
people sat. Or like someone blew up the toilet and it made the whole venue smell.
Yeah, let us know your crazy wedding ideas and give
Remember,
us
it's
all the
because it
tips.
reminds me, we went to Menchie's.
Yo, babe.
And we walked in, guys, and their plumbing it fucked up or something happened. We walk into Menchie's, it literally smells like shit. Like, no, it was like, it was burning our nose hairs from how hard it smelled like shit to the point where we went numb. So we were eating froyo, just smelling shit. It was like taking a scoop of shit and just dealing with it.
Even the can you tell me what the employee said? Because Jonathan
Oh.
was literally complaining out loud.
Out loud, I was like, I can't believe, like, close the restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, close the froyo. Like,
It's
close it.
yeah.
As an owner, you should be like, I'm going to take the hit for today. At least my clients won't smell shit because that's what I'm going to think about every single day I try to go to that Menchie's.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was out loud. I was like, well, I wasn't being a dick. I was making funny remarks.
Like, damn, smells like shit in here. And then we get up to the cash register and the guy's like, oh, is
Like
there
those things they have to ask.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he didn't have to ask that. He was like, oh, is everything okay today?
no, it's like Chick-fil-A. Like if, you
Oh.
know, or like when they tell you, like, what was the experience like today
Oh
or
yeah.
something.
Then
It was
no
very
one
generic.
never
I don't
asks
think this freshman in high school was just asking these things. Like it was very
And then?
generic. And then he's like, yeah, how was your experience today or something like that? Was everything good? And then what did I say?
You're like, no. What would you say? Like, well, no, honestly, it kind of smells bad in here or something. And then the guy's
I was like, everything was good besides the smell.
oh
or
yeah,
something like that.
yeah, you said that.
And then he's like, yeah, let's just stay quiet.
he
I
just
was like,
shrugged.
okay.
He's like, nothing I can do about that. Oh my god.
that's so
Anyways,
funny.
guys.
Yeah, let's get out of here, guys. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
thank you
start
guys for
hallucinating.
listening this, please. We'll see you guys in the next podcast. Bye.
Later.
Yay Networks.